Om Shanti. Good evening. Did you all have good rest today? I'm sure all of you still recall your experiences meeting with Bap Dada yesterday. What one word that Bap Dada said that touched each one of our hearts, that the music has already begun to play constantly. Whenever we are asked to give our introduction, who are you? We used to say, yes, I am a soul child of God. But after Baba's meeting yesterday, what intoxication do you have about thinking of yourself being God's child? Just like we say, Wah Baba, Wah, Baba also is proud of each one of us. So we are God's Wah Wah children. Remember that? Means, if you translate the word Wah Wah means wonderful, but the flavor in the word Wah Wah is different. So keep reminding yourself, I am God's Wah Wah child. That means someone whom God has chosen, but I have been God's child many times, and I will continue to be many times. Guarantee. This is one of the many times. So we are such close, such loved children of Baba. I myself felt like yesterday the ocean of love had come down, specially to bathe all of us in the waves of His love. Did you bathe very well? Yes? Were you bathing in the waves of the ocean of love yesterday? And at times, did you get merged? When Baba asked this question yesterday, what is the easy effort? We can make many types of efforts. But Baba always wants to show us the easiest method. So the easiest method is to remain merged, remain lost in the love. Of course, we all have that experience at some time, but Baba's question was, constantly. I don't know how many of you raised the hand. Baba said, those who feel that they are constantly underlined, merged in the love of Baba, raise your hand. How many of you raised your hand yesterday in front of Baba? Constantly. That is the underlined word. That means not even 1 second, 1 moment, I am separated. Then what will happen? The practical proof is I will become like the one whom I am merged, isn't it? So we have to think about it. That sometime word has to disappear and become constant. Then there will not be any more questions, complaints, because I am merged. So Baba's qualities, Baba's virtues become mine. So I become Master God. But definitely, Baba gave us the practical experience, how much love he has. He even said something very touching. He will take all of us seated on his lap. Because he has so much love, he's not going to leave anyone alone. Our promise is we live together, we go together, we come back together. So such guarantee Baba has given that he is even going to take us back seated on his lap. So that means we should really go for that stage of being merged in love, lost in love. Which means if I have fallen in love, then only I can get lost. I am then lost for Maya. If you are lost in Baba's love, Maya cannot find you. So, in order to make that experience consistent, I need to make my love exclusive, unadulterated. So nothing and no one can come in between. Like last Murli, Holy Murli, Baba was saying, no? So the color of the company disappears because of different reasons Baba gave last time. So to remain in the company, make Baba companion and remain combined. That is the proof of being lost, and that is the sign of being merged in love. So we will revise the Murli of yesterday, being in that experience. Still, what we experienced yesterday, even though we are not in the diamond hall, we are here, but we visualize ourselves again in front of Baba and listen to those words, what Baba said yesterday. So it becomes like a second time listening. So Baba actually revealed one important secret yesterday. Shiv Baba is the imperishable master of all the treasures, bestower of all the treasures, and he offers each one of us plate filled with all the treasures, imperishable treasures, at the same time, equally to all of us. Whether we are in knowledge for 70 years, 30 days, 70 months, whatever, the one who distributes the treasure is the same. The time is the same, and it is given equally to everyone. The same treasure. Why do we become number-wise in imbibing those treasures and then sharing that with others? Why not all of us become number one? So that secret was revealed yesterday. Before revealing the secret, Baba explained very clearly What are the treasures that we receive from Baba and what attainments we have from each treasure. So first of all, Baba emphasized on the highest treasure of all the treasures is the time of the confluence age. Invaluable treasure, the highest treasure is the time of the confluence age. Baba gave two reasons why it is so invaluable, precious, important. One, because this is the only time there is the meeting of the souls with the Supreme Soul. This is the only time. And secondly, this is the only time we can accumulate for the future 21 births in this small age of one birth. The time of the confluence age is the shortest compared to other ages, but the reward that we are going to accumulate for 21 births is enormous. So the first and foremost treasure is the time itself, because this is the time for Baba to come, to meet him, and every second, as Baba says, is equal to 1 year of the future. So much we can accumulate. And particularly the bank, to accumulate the account is only open now. If someone doesn't make effort to accumulate now, afterwards they cannot do it. So the bank is open, the one who is to give the treasure is present, and the time is right. So we must strike the bargain. The second treasure, Baba said, is the treasure of knowledge. Knowledge is also invaluable treasure. That is why sometimes we hear Baba saying knowledge is the source of income. Why knowledge is treasure is because it is through knowledge we have the attainment of mukti and jivan mukti. It is knowledge that gives us salvation. Then the third treasure, Baba said, yoga, is also one of the greatest treasures, because attainment of all powers is through the treasure of yoga, remembrance. The fourth treasure is the treasure of dharana, inculcation. When we embody these treasures, accumulate them, then we become all virtuous. Attainment of all virtues through the treasure of dharana, inculcation. And the fifth important treasure is the treasure of service. So it is through this service we accumulate blessings and happiness. So Baba has given knowledge, yoga, service, dharana, awareness of time to all of us at the same time. Why is that we become number wise? Baba made it very, very clear yesterday. We can accumulate these treasures by using 3 methods. There are 3 ways that could help us to accumulate these treasures. One is our own effort, self-effort. The second method is actually remaining content with ourselves and bringing contentment to others. And the third method is through service. So again, keep in tune with Baba's versions, then you will understand why the number is created. Effort, contentment, and service. And the three main awareness that we need to keep that would help us to accumulate in three ways Baba mentioned was, one awareness is the awareness of being, the consciousness of being an instrument. Consciousness of being an instrument, nimit bhav. The second thing is humility, and thirdly, selfless feelings. Selflessness, humility, instrument consciousness, these three awareness will help us to accumulate the maximum when we are making effort for the self, or we are trying to remain content, bring contentment to others, or in service. But one underlying point was, when we come in contact with souls in relationship, we accumulate the account of charity when we maintain good wishes and pure feelings. So, if the method is correct, Baba always says that when the method is correct, you will automatically experience the accomplishment. So if I am not feeling I am accumulating, I should check my awareness. Am I having instrument awareness? Is there humility, selflessness? Then there is the feeling of accumulating in my account for the future. Then Baba also described there are three types of children. Baba checked the account of accumulation of all of us yesterday, and he gave us the news about how many types of children he saw. Method was given, the reason was given. Now the three types of children Baba mentioned was, one type of children are those who accumulate and who eat, use it and finish. Om Shanti. Nothing is accumulated. They earn, they eat and finish. The second type of children are those who accumulate, use, and they have attention to save. Third type of children, Baba said, are those who keep attention to increase the account of accumulation. So I need to check myself, what category I belong to. Do I earn and eat and finish? Do I earn, eat and accumulate? Or do I keep attention to increase, multiply my accumulation? You know, many times it happens like, say we have meditation for 1 hour and we accumulate a lot of power, very good meditation, and then next 23 hours we use more than what we have accumulated. So what will be our account? Overdraft. You know, when you send a check for more than what you have in your account, the bank will send you back, isn't it? You don't have that much money to draw. So sometimes we try to draw more than what we have accumulated. So we have to be careful. Because the more we accumulate now, that should be our hobby. The more we are able to share with others. That is why sometimes Baba has mentioned, be economical in using be generous in giving and sensible in saving. If you are sensible in saving, you will be economical in using and generous in sharing. So I need to become that child who earn, who use, who accumulate, but have attention to increase my account of accumulation. Then only my treasure store becomes overflowing. Now comes the secret. So what is the method Baba taught us yesterday to increase our account of accumulation? Whether it is dharana, whether it is yoga, whether whatever treasures. So the method Baba said yesterday was using the treasures according to the time and circumstances. Say, Baba gives us the treasure of tolerance or patience. So if I use that power at the need, at the right time, according to the right circumstance, so that is accumulated in my account. So using the treasures according to the time and circumstances. How we accumulate is when we use the right treasures according to the time and circumstances, you change the situation with your stage. You change the circumstances with your stage, so your account of accumulation increases. I thought it was really a great secret revealed. How we increase our account of accumulation. I am not compromising with someone. I am not obliging someone. Because up until now, we used to think like that. I am obliging someone, I am compromising. No, I am accumulating because I am using the right treasures at the right time to change the situation through my stage. Because when I use the right treasure at the right time, not only I change the circumstances, but because I use them at the right time, my experience increases. You see, this is what Baba was underlining yesterday. So by increasing my experience, I become an authority of experience. How do we become an authority of experience? Keep on increasing experience. So how do you increase experience? By using it at the right time, in the right way. So that means out of all other kind of experiences, the authority of experience is the greatest. See, even in the Laukik world, people only ask for experienced people, isn't it? That's why they say an experienced compounder is better than a new doctor. Experienced nurse is better than a new doctor. Why? Because they have put it into action many times, the same medicine, they have used it and they have seen the result. So this is the secret yesterday Baba revealed, that if I am able to use the right treasure, the right power, the right virtue, the right point of knowledge, at the right time, I change the situation, I become experienced, so that experience goes into my account of accumulation. So Baba gave us 3 questions to ask ourselves, and it is worth asking. Have I accumulated all the treasures? Do I use the treasures according to the time and situation? Maybe this could be the question for our chart, everyday checking. Am I increasing my authority of experience? Because Baba once again emphasized that This is the only time to accumulate in the bank. The bank is only open now. We tell others the slogan, now or never, but we must use that for ourselves. Yesterday, Baba did not say that the board too late is not up. Usually he would say that. The board late is up, but the board too late is not up. But he said it in a different way, now or never. Delay is danger. So let us accumulate the authority of experience in our account so that it will be helping us to share with others. And then Baba went on explaining he gave a practical example how to become an authority of experience. So he took the example of the Murli itself. Now, Murli is the treasure of knowledge. Every morning, we all receive Murli in the form of imperishable treasures. So, how do we listen to the Murli? Again, Baba said there are two types. Some children, they listen to the Murli. While listening, they become happy. They say, Baba said nice points, intoxicated. They write it down in their books. The other type of children are those who accommodate, merge those points within themselves. So what is the sign of these two souls? Someone who listen and become happy at that time, they will not be able to use the treasure of knowledge at the time of need in the right situation, because it is not becoming the part of them. It is very head business, So it is in the head, it has not gone into the heart. But those who listen from the heart, which means accumulate, accommodate, merge it within themselves, they are able to use the treasure of knowledge at the right time. When there is the situation, they will use it because they will be full. The one who listen and accommodate, merge, they remain full. And because they use it at the right time, they do not experience upheavals. Question mark. Why, what, how, when. We just now listen to the Murli. When there is a little situation, we start asking question, why this happened to me? Just now Baba said in drama, whatever happens is for benefit. I heard it. I just went out of the class and something happened which I did not expect. So then, because I have not merged that, I have not become the embodiment, I am not able to use it. So this is why Baba said, the one who listen and merge the points, they do not experience any upheavals. And beautiful explanation Baba gave was that they are able to remain unshakable. They are able to remain stable. Why? Because they are the master of the treasures. This is what Baba said, the treasures are there for the master to use. Treasures cannot use it for themselves. So if I have merged it while listening to the Murli, the treasure of knowledge, the proof is I am able to become an authority of experience. I am able to become an experienced soul. So when you are using, actually what you are doing, you are donating to others also. Because you are using that treasure of knowledge at the right time, in the right situation. So the one who is observing you, they are taking the donation of that virtue or power, whatever treasures that you are using. So it is self-service and it is also service of others. So I think we need to make sure that from now, the method of our listening to the Murli should be from the heart. That means like private meeting in the public. Baba is speaking to me. Just like Arjuna was the person who was listening to God. So God and myself, a dialogue is happening. When somebody is speaking to you personally some secret, how do you listen to? So much attention, because it's a secret being revealed to me personally. So every day, this is what sometimes I wonder, when we are in front of Bap Dada, we are so attentive, listening to everything Baba is saying. But when we go to our centers, when the Murli is being read, we just listen to it as something, newspaper news. But it's the same Baba who comes to give the Murli every day also. It is not a different Baba. When Bap Dada comes in the Diamond Hall, we want to go and sit in the front, we want front seat. But when we come to the center to listen to the Murli, we just sit in any corner. Who is the person who comes to speak the Murli? It is the same Baba. It is not the person reading the Murli. Whoever may read the Murli, but remember the speaker is Baba. So this is really very important to increase our treasure, the treasure of knowledge, and also increase our authority of experience. Now, of course, Baba would not conclude anything, accept anything without a proof. I may say, I heard Murli from my heart. I have lot of treasures accumulated with me. But what is the proof? So Baba gave us again 3 signs. What will be seen through their eyes? What will be shown through their face? Baba said very clearly, someone who is full, an authority of experience, their face and their behavior will be blooming like a rose flower. So there is spirituality in their eyes, smile on their face, and virtues in action. So when I see these signs practically, just like we see in Dadi Janki, who is a practical living example in front of us. So when we see those signs practically in us, we know that we are listening to the Murli, merging it, becoming an authority of experience. And then, of course, Baba went on to take us even beyond that. Because Baba is elevated, so he will take us to that height. So Baba gave us 3 big titles yesterday. So you are the holiest, highest, and richest in the world. He spoke in English anyway. So you should have heard Baba's English words too. So in what way I am holiest? No, there are so many people who call themselves holy. But Baba said, maybe they have their memorials created, but they are not worshipped methodically. There are great souls, there are pure souls, their memorials are created, people go and visit them, but they are not worshipped, even in this last birth. It is your holiness, the purity, that makes the soul holiest, highest. And of course, why we are richest. The treasures that we have, nobody else has. So this is why Baba said, look, you are the richest. You got all the riches. You are the highest, holiest. And look out into the world. What people are experiencing in their life. They are searching for three things. Everybody wants love. Everyone wants happiness. Everyone wants power. And we have all those things in plenty. Right? So this is where Baba said, you have to become a bestower. No, we have to create that feelings of mercy, knowing that those people are calling out to God for the same thing which God has given to us in plenty. And He has made us instruments to distribute those treasures. So when we have that kind of awareness, it is my family members who are desperate, who are in sorrow, who want one drop of love, who want glimpse of God, who wants to experience strength, weak. So we feel like sharing with them. So this is why Baba said, you have to become bestowers. And for that, Baba said, you can do your task of serving other souls on 3 levels during the whole day. Because not all of us get all the chance at the same time. So Baba said, give power through your thoughts, speak knowledge through your words, donate virtues through your action. Now, this thing Baba has also mentioned in this season's Murli. Give this gift to everyone. Powers, knowledge, virtue, whichever according to the circumstances. And in order to be successful in sharing these 3 gifts, Baba reminded us of the 3 words Brahma Baba spoke on the final day when he became an angel, the last Murli. He reminded all of us about being incorporeal in thoughts, egoless in words, and viceless in action. Because this is what actually made Baba an angel. So I need to check myself. If I want to donate power through my thoughts, my mind has to be incorporeal. Means I need to be soul conscious. Because when you are soul conscious, automatically the thoughts will be positive, the thoughts will be pure. So my words have to be egoless. There has to be egolessness. And action, viceless. That means sinless. Vicelessness is another name for sinlessness. Because if I commit actions based on vices, then I cannot donate virtues, isn't it? So if I am viceless, then I can donate virtue. If there is any vice still in my action, then I cannot donate virtue. So this is why 2 things are connected. In order to donate virtue through my action, I need to maintain viceless stage. In order to donate knowledge through my words, I have to be egoless. Now that is why Baba has been reminding us to remove the ego. Always remember instrument consciousness. Always remember Karan Karavanhar consciousness. He is the one who is doing it. He is the one who is getting it done. So if we connect these 3 words to 3 gifts, it becomes easy to be a constant donor. Someone who is constant donor can become a bestower. The only difference I see between a bestower and a donor is sometimes a donor can have expectation to receive, but a bestower never has an expectation to receive, because bestowing is only one way. It's only God who can be bestower. It is only deities who can be bestowers. And because we are going to become deities, Devta, Baba wants us to become bestower. Data. Data means bestower. Dan is donation. Data is bestower. One way. That means I have so much treasure, I do not need to have any expectation in return. So what will be the physical posture that is shown in the memory of the bestower? Always hands like this. Not like this. This is the hand of begging. But this is the hand of bestowing. So Baba wants us now to have so much treasures accumulated that we are able to be constantly, others receive. A bestower of blessing never make a plan actually. Whoever comes in front of them, they receive whatever they want. Like Dadi Janki was saying once, to become a bestower means to become a supermarket, where everything is available. One shop, one stop. So whoever comes, they take what they want, and when they get what they want, they will call you a bestower. Donor may ask, okay, you want this, you want that, but they may not be satisfied because you may give them something which they don't want. So this is why to be a bestower, I would feel that we must have everything in full stock. All powers, all virtues, all points of knowledge, inculcation. So I just be and others can receive. Just like Brahma Baba, Mama, Dadi Prakashmani, they are living example in front of us. So at the present time, for service, this is the need. Because Baba did not mention yesterday that do you hear the call of the sorrowful souls? Do you hear the call of the devotees? Baba just mentioned about how souls are in sorrow, how they are empty. And here you got full of all the treasures. So let me just keep myself so full. So one secret I always keep in my mind, not to feel empty at any time, is to take from one and give all. Never have expectation to receive from anyone. Because even if somebody else will give you something, they will give you what they have received from Baba. So why not I take from Baba directly? When Baba is giving me, we remain sometimes empty because of the expectation of receiving something from human being. But human beings cannot give anything. Even if they give also, they give what they have received from God. So once we have understood the source is one, so we must really make connection with the source and draw from the source. So union with one, then harmony with all. Taking from one, and I will always remain full. The reason is, the one whom you take from, he never have the thought of taking anything from you. He is selfless. It's open account, only giving. So I can take without fear how much I want. That is why once Bap Dada said, the one who gives never gets tired, but the one who takes gets tired. Why? Because his treasure store is full. But we start counting. That is why sometimes we get tired. So let us take maximum from one, then we are able to easily become the bestowers. So actually, Baba is making us equal to himself in that way, just like Master God. So that's why they say God is ocean of love. He could not give love alone, so he created mothers, they say. He created his children so that they can share his love to the world. So we have the responsibility to share God's love, God's power, happiness, which people are desperate to experience in their life. So I need to really feel that mercy for my family, the whole world. And of course, Baba reminded us yesterday what he said in the Holy Murli, that we need to practice changing our dress quite often. How many of you have been experimenting since the Holy Murli? Changing the angel dress. How many times do you do? Many times, few times? More times better. Because when we have this practice of changing dress very often, when it is time, it is very easy for us to detach. This is what Brahma Baba people experienced in his last days. Like they could see Baba as an angel in the corporeal form because there were many signs. So this is why Baba said that now increase this practice of changing 3 forms. Just like you have 3 relationships with Baba, Father, Teacher and Sadguru, in the same way Brahmin form, angel form, deity form. Like today I am a Brahmin, in one moment I am an angel, then I am a deity. So that means my future form, my confluence-aged future form should be so clear as this Brahmin form is clear. Is that clear to all of you? Your angelic form clear to you? How many of you say no? Your angelic form, is it clear to you? See, what is the form of an angel? It is me. Like now, I, the soul, I am sitting in the center of the forehead, but I see myself in this body of 5 elements. So I, the soul, I am in the orb of elements. So my angelic form means I am the same point of light, but I am in the orb of light, double light, light and light all around. So automatically my consciousness is lifted when I bring my angelic form of double light in front of me. That's why Baba said this is the light dress Baba gives you as a gift. So this gift we must use when we want to go to the angelic world to meet Baba. It's a transparent dress. When you wear this costume of light, if you lift your hand up, you can see through. It's a transparent. So the moment you change your address change. You don't have to make effort to go to subtle region. You only have attention to change this dress from the mud dress to the light dress, and you arrive in the subtle region, a region of 1,000 moonlight, silvery moonlight. That's how Dadi Gulzar described the subtle region. Once we asked her, she goes to subtle region every now and then, you see. So we asked her how it looks like. So Dadi said, I can only say it is like 1,000 moonlights put together. You can imagine? So you are there once you have changed your dress. And then the feeling will be, it's bright, it's quiet, it's light, and it's full of might. No sound, it's silence, pure silence. Talk only through signal. So I need to go to that very often. And then my deity form, how I'm going to be in my golden age. So if that costume is ready, I change the costume very often. Baba revealed one, again, interesting secret, which I liked very much. Baba said, when you practice this 3-form exercise very often, you become Trikaldarshi. You are able to remain seated on the seat of Trikaldarshi and perform every action as an observer. It's a very interesting outcome, result of that practice. It's not just you are doing it imaginary, but you are practically changing the dress, your own dress. It is your dress, it is your form, which you got it last kalpa. So that generates energy. You know, it is change of energy, isn't it? It generates pure energy, and that helps you to take a seat of Trikaldarshi and observe. After the changing of the dress, in between when you are performing action, you are detached observer. You do everything, you know everything, you see everything, but you are not affected. So that's a beautiful experience while doing action. What benefit we can experience when we practice this dress change. But first, very important, before changing the dress is, it should be clear on the screen of my mind, on the base of knowledge. On the basis of knowledge, the 3 costumes should be clear in front of me. Just like my Brahmin costume, white dress is clear, isn't it? So my light dress is clear. My deity dress is clear. So if I have my 3 sets of dresses, if I want to change, how long does it take? It doesn't take long. So this is why it is like an invocation. I find, changing this dress is a kind of invocation of my own form. So that I am able to prepare myself. As Baba said, if you want to go with Baba, if you want to accompany Baba, you have to be in his company. In Hindi, the words are rhyming. जो साथी होंगे, वो साथ चलेंगे. Those who remain in his company will accompany him. Not like you hold Baba's hand and you remain in somebody else's company. You can't cheat Baba like that. Many Brahmins do that. They hold Baba's hand, but they remain most of the time in other people's company. So when Baba will go, they cannot accompany. So what it means is my hand and my company should be with one. So when I am holding my companion's hand, then I will accompany home. So then I will go home as a companion and not in the procession party. So now Baba is about to go home anytime, isn't it? We don't know. So we cannot let go of his hand. So we have to hold his hand tightly, remain in the combined form so that we don't have the worry. So when he goes, I go. So not to bring any third person in between. That's why Baba was asking this question, are you always merged in his love? You know, they talk about the story of Laila and Majnu, the lover and the beloved. Majnu, the beloved who was totally lost, merged in the love of Laila. He couldn't see anyone except Laila, Laila, Laila. So once it seems he was walking in the forest, running in the forest, looking for Laila, Laila. He couldn't see anyone except. So there was one Muslim brother who was praying God, Allah. No, they lie down like flat like that. So he walked on that man. He did not even see him. But that person got angry. Why he walked on me when I am praying to Allah? So he asked him, you didn't see me praying to Allah, why you walked on me? He said, what? Your love for Allah is only that much that you can see me. My love for Laila is better. I couldn't even see you. What it means, love makes you blind, isn't it? You see, you don't see. So that means I'm lost. So Maya cannot, I don't see anything. I see only Baba and myself. So if there is a third person coming in between Baba and me, that means I love that person more than Baba. That's why Jagdish Bhai's words I always remember. He used to say, don't love anyone more than you love Baba. Don't allow anyone to love you more than they love Baba. Otherwise, you are in problem. Either you go in between them and Baba, or they come in between you and Baba. So otherwise, nobody will have the courage to come in between. If I have one Baba and none other. So let us really dive deeper. As Baba said, don't take dip in the ocean, Tubki lagana. Don't swim, don't take a dip, but dive deeper. Make Baba part and parcel of your life. Then it becomes easy to get lost. And so what we are going to do in the half an hour meditation is we practically experiment with the 3 stages: the Brahmin form, the angel form, the deity form, so that we get an idea of how we experience those stages. So I would suggest that please everyone remain seated. There should be no movement, because when we are doing some exercise like that, if we have that powerful atmosphere, one vibration, it helps everyone to be in tune. So let us experiment practically and see how we are able to move from one costume to the other and experience ourselves being the resident of that land in a second. So this experience will help us, this rehearsal will help us to continue practice it later on also. Of course, you can read the Murli in detail when you receive, after we will announce it, when the translation is over, we have the copies. It will be soon. But in the meantime, at least you can start practicing some of the things which Baba has practically asked us to do. So be ready to change your costume and enjoy this dress changing exercise. Om Shanti.